Greetings, Exalted One. I am Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker. Release Han Solo to me, and I will do you no harm, Jabba.
There will be no bargain, Jedi.
You'll regret this.
I'm sure.
And after that very short and unneeded cutscene, hey guys, it's Riku the Master, and welcome to episode 4 of Let's Play Super Return of the Jedi. Voice crack, awesome. So we can play as Han now because he recovered from his hibernation sickness, so we'll go ahead and use him for this level because he's actually a pretty good character. And this level is really the hardest one that you'll face so far. Debatably one of the hardest in the game, for one reason. It's these freaking volcanoes! Jeez! And you know what comes out of the volcanoes? Little balls, okay? Every game that I've played so far, we've been screwed over with balls. There was Castlevania Circle of the Moon, and all the bosses that just loved having their balls all over the place. Then there's Super Empire Strikes Back, which had the orbs, which are kind of like spherical balls, I guess you could say. And now we got the volcanoes. And also those little green things shoot their balls all over the place when you kill them. What are with these games and balls? Will the next game that I play have balls in it? Probably. It just wouldn't be a Riku the Master Let's Play without some goddamn balls. Anyway, minus my ranting, this level really isn't as bad as I let on. While it is kind of annoying because of the enemies and the volcanoes and such, it's really not all that bad as long as you can keep your health up. Which it is a little difficult to keep your health up because half the enemies don't give hearts because they're little ones like bats and frogs and such. It really isn't all that difficult. I mean, they're still kind of generous with the shields and such. Han really is the best character to utilize for this level because if you go as Luke, while you do have your force heal and such, you're going to be in melee range of a lot of these enemies, and plus he sucks with the boss. BOOM! He really does suck with the boss. And plus, with Chewie, while you can spin to avoid damage and everything, you don't really have the bombs. That's what's great about Han, is that he has the ranged attacks, but he also has the bombs, which can really do quite a bit of damage. Not as much as thermal detonators and such, but it really does work out well for this boss, which really is a toughie. But the layout for this level is just insane. There are so many paths you can take. I basically don't even know what path I'm going to take whenever I do it. I take a different one pretty much every time. It either feels like that or I don't remember taking them in the first place, and I don't know, it's just really... BOOM! It's just really weird all the paths you can take. Like, you really wouldn't imagine that for a 1994 game. Actually, I take that back. With all the RPGs and stuff, it actually does make sense. But this map is huge. If you were to look it up, it is ginormous. And I'm really not too sure if, like, one path is different from the other, except for the fact that maybe one is a longer walk to the boss, which provides you more power-ups, while one's quick... BOOM! While one's a quicker and more, like, leisurely walk or something. I'm really not too sure how that works. I don't remember half these paths whenever I travel them. It's kind of weird. Sweet blaster power-up. The Seeker is really going to come in handy for this, because there are enemies all over the place, and it's just going to be really nice to not have to deal with this many. The only time the Seeker really fails is on the green guys, and it's not even that it really fails per se, it's just that after you kill them and it shoots off the red balls everywhere, they're going to follow them instead of shooting your enemies, which is kind of depriving the other enemies of firepower, I guess you could say. Which, it kind of could be a con because you're not killing as many, but I don't really know. Another cool thing about this level is all the power-ups and the eggs and such, like you're getting a whole bunch of bombs which will be useful for the boss, thermal detonators out the ass, which I've been loving, all these booms. BOOM! Yes! It's just really nice of him to throw all these power-ups out here because this level really is difficult, and so is the boss. BOOM! Voice crack, awesome. Anyway, I just think it's really nice of him to design a level and be all like, we made it really difficult, but don't worry, we're going to make it easier for you by giving you a whole bunch of power-ups. Isn't that nice? Although that really doesn't explain why they decided to give us a whole bunch of power-ups in the last level, because it was a piss-easy level and a piss-easy boss. I really don't know how they designed this kind of stuff. I mean, maybe they wanted to make the game easier than Super Star Wars and Super Empire Strikes Back. Wasn't that hard. Those two games were pretty difficult. For most people, anyway. So that's what happens whenever you shoot the Secret Blast at the red balls after they fire them off. They pretty much just chase them in a circle. Waste of firepower if you can consider anything a waste in this game. The only thing you can really waste is bombs. BOOM! The only thing you can really waste is bombs because you have infinite ammo. That's really the only thing that you can waste in this game. Other than maybe power-ups and force power, I don't know. It's really up to the discretion of the player. And at this point, I'm really getting sick of this level because it's the same scenery. Although the same can be said for every other level in this game. But I don't know. This level is just kind of... I really don't know how to explain it. It's just kind of boring, I guess? I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that's damaging you. And it's just not as fun. 1-up. We really need that. I don't know, I find these first few levels kind of boring. It really starts to pick up after a while in the later levels. I think the next one's actually where it starts to pick up and become more fun. But these first few levels are just redundant, I guess you could say. So once you reach this area where you see the volcanoes and the frog canisters, you know you're getting pretty close to the boss. And you'll know it even sooner whenever you see the hell swords and the hearts, because again, they're trying to buff you up for the boss, which is kind of nice, I guess. I don't know. Just testing to see if the bomb worked. I forgot which button it was put on. Anyway, this is the boss. Wait for it. It is the Rain Core, as you could probably guess, because we're in the Rain Core pit. That's not him, it's just some random asshole that followed me. That's him. You're going to want to lure him over to you by running toward him and then running back toward this wall. And by the way, he is huge. He's easily like 3 Hans, which I guess is actual size, even though technically Luke's the one who fought him in the first place. The strategy for him is that once you lure him over here, just jump up and down and fire. That's really all there is to it. Chuck bombs whenever he gets close to you. I make the mistake of not jumping whenever he shoots the fire toward me, because I don't know, I'm just like, I'm hardcore. Real men don't need to jump. And I also keep missing the bombs, which really shows how awesome I am at this game. But do that, he's pretty easy. At this point, I just kind of shoot him down because he doesn't have that much health left, even though neither do I. But yeah, after that, he falls relatively easily, I guess. He's only really hard if you play as someone other than Han. Anyway, that ends this episode. Thanks for watching. The next episode will take on the sail barge. See you then.